Test, test. A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Trinity Baptist College. We're at Trinity Ball Yard for this doubleheader between the visiting Lions of Paine College and your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. At this time, we would like to ask everyone to please stand for a word of prayer. Lord Father, we thank you once again for this beautiful weather. We ask you to protect all the gentlemen on the field, keep them free from all harm or injury, heal those who are already hurting. And Lord Father, we praise you for bringing Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior. As we head into the Easter season, Lord, help us spread the word of the gospel and the good news of the resurrection of our Lord and Savior. Thank you in Jesus' name. We also ask that you uplift Coach Copeland in his upcoming endeavor, Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And now, introducing the starting lineup for the Paine College Lions. Leading off at shortstop, number 1, Danny Daza. Batting second, at second base, number 2, Vladimir Lemos. Batting third in right field, number 16, Dominique Page. Batting fourth behind the plate, number 7, Joel Maloney. Batting fifth at first base, number 11, Christian Batista. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 12, Mason Roundtree. Batting seventh in left field, number 14, Jerry Beto. Batting eighth at third base, number 15, Camilio Martinez. Batting ninth in center field, number 8, Ravion Alexander. And pitching for the Lions, number 20, Christian Tibadijo. The head coach of the Lions is Mr. Kirby Marshall. And now the lineup for the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Leading off at second base, number 41, Seth Reeves. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 14, Ryan Ongst. Batting third in left field, number 1, Gavin Williams. Batting fourth, doing the catching, number 5, Larson Lott. Batting fifth at third base, number 8, Logan McGann. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 4, Nate Naguris. Batting seventh in right field, number 33, Dominic Gattinella. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 12, Darren Goke. And batting ninth in center field, number 2, Jacob Burke. Pitching for the Eagles, number 18, Preston Leach. The head coach of the Eagles is Mr. John Copeland, assisted by Jordan Broden, Sammy Coffrin, and John Shiver. And now let's remain standing and remove our caps for the playing of our national anthem. It's time for South Region Baseball here on the Hill at Trinity Ball Yard on the campus of Trinity Baptist College on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and you're about to witness games 2 and 3 of this South Region matchup between the Eagles and the Paine College Lions coming down from Augusta, Georgia. Paine won last night's ball game 9-5. Gavin Williams hit his 4th home run of the season in the 9th, but Paine was able to hold off a potential comeback effort and win game 1 of this 3-game series. Lions are now 13-4 and 3-3 in South Region play, and the Eagles are 16-13 overall with a South Region record of 7-3. You're looking at freshman Preston Leach getting ready to pitch for Trinity Baptist College from Atlantic High School in Port Orange, Florida. For Leach, this will be his 2nd start and 8th appearance overall. He has no win-loss record and an ERA of 5.06. Leach has totaled 16 innings on the season. He's allowed 12 hits, 11 runs, 9 of them earned. He has walked 16 and struck out a very good total of 18, better than 1 per inning. Here's the defense behind Preston Leach. Around the outfield, Gavin Williams is in left, Jacob Burke in center, and Dominic Gattinella in right. The infield consists of third baseman Logan McGann, shortstop Nate Naguris, second baseman Seth Reeves, and first baseman Darren Goki. Behind the plate, Larson Lott and Ryan Ongst will be the designated hitter for TBC. Danny Daza, Vladimir Lemos, Dominique Parks, top third of the batting order for the Lions. Joel Maloney, Christian Batista, Mason Roundtree are the middle 3, and the bottom of the order is Jerry Beto, Camilio Martinez, and Ravion Alexander. It's a sunny 91 degrees as we get started here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. The wind is blowing in from right center at approximately 10 miles an hour, but we do expect that to be on and off as it usually is here at Trinity Ball Yard. Leach ready for his first pitch, a breaking ball that misses up and away. Danny Daza in the batter's box. He had himself a really good game last night. 3 for 5 with a pair of runs scored. 1 ball, no strikes. And a pitch to Daza. It's inside. He has to leap out of the way. Daza came in hitting .227. These numbers do not include last night's ball game. 4 runs driven in. He has now scored 15 runs, including 2 last night. And this one is inside. That's ball 3. This is not a team you want to put on the base paths. The 9 runs scored by Paine last night, 7 of those reached via either walk, hit batsman, or an error. So give this team some free base runners. They usually make you pay. They average 9 runs per game. 3 balls, no strikes, and that one is in there for the first strike. Paines allow about 6 runs per game. Coming into the series, they have a team batting average of .284. Strike 2 at the knees, a team ERA of 6.48. Trinity Baptist entering play last night came in at .290 overall on the season as a batting average and .579 ERA. And Daza swings and misses. And Leach, a great job of coming back after missing with the first 3 pitches and getting the strikeout. So he found his groove quickly, put 3 in a row past Daza. So first man is out. Vladimir Lemos at the plate for Paine. Lemos last night had 3 sacrifice bunts and a walk. He scored after walking and then hit a couple of line drives caught. There's a hard grounder towards second. Reeves makes the play. And Preston Leach is able to retire the first 2 men that he's faced. Dominique Page now batting. Last night he was 1 for 2, scored 3 times. He also drew a walk and was hit twice by pitches. 2 outs with the bases empty. And Leach from the stretch delivers a first pitch to Page and a breaking ball for strike 1. No, they called that one outside. That right arm started to come up, but then umpire said no. So 1 ball, no strikes. And Leach delivers a fastball. That's a little bit high. Shouldn't take too long for players to get loose, as it's over 90 degrees here in Jacksonville. 2 balls, no strikes, and a pitch. And that one missed inside. That is ball 3. Well, Leach was able to come back and get Daza after missing with the first 3. That's the count now, but this one misses, and Page draws a walk. There are 2 men out and 1 aboard. And the number 4 hitter, Joel Maloney, at the plate. He drove in 3 runs in last night's ball game. He has homered 7 times. Just now, last night's stats are included, so as we start the ball game, I can now give you the updated numbers. 472 for Maloney, total of 31 runs driven in. Now Page leads off first, and Leach hits the outer half of the plate for the strike. Sports Information Director of Paine College, Mr. Jose Tiatagwe, the Athletic Director, Selena Cohn. And a fastball misses up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Paine, after dropping their first 2 of the season to Trinity Baptist, is now 13-2 since then. Swing and a miss. They have really played some good baseball. Now a ball and 2 strikes on Malone. Big time power. Hit one off the fence last night, just missed getting out. And a 1-2, runners going, and a high pop fly on the infield. Logan McGann near the mound, makes the catch, and the inning is over. A 2-out walk, but nothing else. Leach has a scoreless first inning. The Eagles will come to bat, no score. Eagles will come to bat for the first time this afternoon. Here's a batting order that they will send to the plate. Second baseman Seth Reeves, DH Ryan Ongst, and left fielder Gavin Williams. Followed by the middle third of Larson Lott. Behind the plate, Logan McGann at third, Nate Naguris at short. And the bottom third is right fielder Dominic Gattinella, first baseman Darren Goki, and center fielder Jacob Burke. They will face Christian Tibadiho, who has a record of 2 wins and 1 loss and an ERA of 5.87. A senior from Columbia. This will be his 6th appearance overall. Make that 7th appearance and 6th start. He has pitched 30 2/3 innings, allowing 37 hits, 23 runs, 20 earned. He has walked 18 and struck out 19. He has not issued a home run. TBC hit the ball well a lot last night, only to keep finding gloves, particularly Dominic Gattinella, who had 4 rockets all run down and caught in the outfield. So the Eagles looking to find some holes this time. They have a tough one in Christian Tibadiho. Here's the fielding behind Tibadiho. The left fielder is Jerry Beto, center fielder Ravion Alexander, and right fielder Dominique Page. Around the infield, Camilo Martinez plays third. Danny Daza is at short. Vladimir Lemos, the second baseman, and Christian Batista is at first. With Joel Maloney behind the plate, the same batting order and defense that we saw last night. Head coach Melvin Kirby Marshall in his 7th season leading the Paine College Lions. He's also the men's basketball coach, one of the best teams in the entire NCCAA on the hardwood. And their baseball team is phenomenal so far this year at 13-4 and 3-3 in South Region play. Coach Marshall is a Jacksonville product, a graduate of Inglewood High School some years back. He also assisted coaching at Edward Waters University. Did that for 6 years before heading up to Augusta. Seth Reeves will start things off for Trinity Baptist. Facing Christian Tibadiho in the first pitch is on the outside corner. Seth Reeves is hitting .308, no homers, 11 RBIs. Last night scored the first TBC run in the third inning after drawing a walk, swing and a miss. Quickly, 0-2. Reeves has now scored 16 runs. Looking to get on base, start a rally here in the bottom of the first. And this one is low and outside. Overall last night, Reeves no hits in 3 official at-bats, but he did walk twice. And he swings and misses at a changeup, a little out in front of it. And that's out number 1. Tibadiho does not overpower hitters, but he changes speeds well, keeps them off balance. This is not the first time that he has pitched in this ballpark. We've seen him pitch here a few times, and he's done a nice job each time. Ryan Ongst now batting for the Eagles. .394, no homers, 22 RBIs. Takes the first pitch down low. Last night, Ongst walked twice and scored a run, nothing out of 1 officially. Tibadiho misses inside. That's ball 2. TBC softball in action later this afternoon. They will play Florida Gateway College. The Timberwolves, 1-hour drive from Lake City. Will not be able to bring you those ball games, however. And that one misses the outside corner. That's ball 3. So far, a small strike zone for both pitchers. 3 balls, no strikes to Ongst. And that one is a strike. And it's 3-1. Ongst thought he might have drawn ball 4, but now he's ready for a 3-1 pitch. And again, he thought that was ball 4, and it was called at the bottom of the zone. Ongst normally a patient hitter. He has worked the count full. 1 out, base is empty. Tibadiho with the pitch, and that one is ball 4. And Ryan Ongst has drawn another walk. He has done that a lot this season. In fact, that is number 22. An on-base percentage of .516, just went up a point or 2 after that plate appearance. And it brings up Gavin Williams, who hit one over the left field fence in his final at-bat last night. Overall, Williams 1 for 4. Has Rhino at first. Doesn't do a lot of running. And a high pop-up. That should be an easy play for Page in right. But he is battling the sun, almost completely clear blue skies, not as easy as you might think. 2 outs for the catcher, Larson Lott. Last night, no hits in 4 official at-bats. He did draw a walk. Lott is hitting .372 with 12 RBIs. Ongst, nothing out of 1 in stolen base attempts on the season. And the first pitch. Misses low. Tibadiho, again, not a hard thrower, but usually places the ball pretty well. Changes speeds. And the pitch is a fastball outside. So Lott ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. And 2-0 is way upstairs. That's ball 3. Tibadiho, like most pitchers, when he gets in trouble, it's because he has trouble finding the zone. He has walked 18 men in 30 2/3 innings. That's entering play today. That one got the outside corner. It's 3-1. And now Tibadiho with the 3-1 pitch. There's a line drive, 1 hopper into right field. Ongst checks the base coach and will be held up at second base. Jordan Broden manning third base as usual. And Coach John Shiver is at first. And Graham Gorman will be the courtesy runner for the catcher. So the base hit to right. Lott going with the pitch. And there are 2 on, but there are also 2 out. Gorman did some double duties last night. Courtesy runner and third baseman as well. Also got a plate appearance and put down a sac bunt. Here's Logan McGann with 2 outs. Big swing, and he fouls this one into the Lions bullpen. 0-1. That pitch appeared to have some pretty good movement toward the outside of the plate. Tibadiho goes through a couple of signs. Nobody's holding Ongst at second. And McGann drives one towards right, but Page is there and makes the catch. Page had him played really well. A couple of balls hit well to the right side that were caught. Well, a walk and a single, but nothing else for TBC, and we are scoreless after 1. No score after 1. Preston Leach allowed a walk in the first, but nothing else, and he will face Batista, Roundtree, and Beto, 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order for the Lions. TBC got 2 men aboard in their half of the first, but did not score. So Christian Batista will start things off. And Batista now hitting .417 with 2 homers and 12 RBIs. Last night, 2 for 5 and drove in 3 while scoring 1. So he had a big hand in Paine's win. He had a 2-run single in the 5th inning and drove in another run with a fielder's choice ground ball in a 3-run 7th. First pitch is strike 1. Hello to Dave Roth cheering on the TBC Eagles. 0-1, and the pitch. High, pop fly. Center field. Burke battling the sun, and he makes the catch. So 1 out, and the DH Mason Roundtree steps up to the plate. He had an RBI single last night. Overall, Roundtree 1 for 4, also drew a walk. And Mason Roundtree is now hitting .310. He's homered once and driven in 15. The first pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Leach exclusively from the stretch. There's a ground ball to third. It is backhanded by McGann. A throw to first. And they got him. Goki held the bag, and another beautiful Gold Glove style play from Logan McGann. He's done that a lot this season. And credit Goki. He had to stretch for it, kept his foot on the bag. Umpire made sure and called out number 2. Jerry Beto, the left fielder, at the plate. 2 outs with the bases empty. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Beto is hitting .370 on the season. No balls and a strike. Beto has homered once and driven in 17. Last night, 2 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. The 0-2 pitch misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Logan McGann, spectacular defense, especially last week against Toccoa Falls when both teams had players all over the field making plays like you just saw. 1-2, 2 out, and the pitch misses up and away. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's 3-1, and the pitch is lofted into right. Should be a very easy play for Gattinella, and he puts it away. 1-2-3 for Preston Leach in the second. He and his team will have a chance to get on the board first in the bottom half. We'll be right back. TBC will have 6, 7, and 8 due up in the bottom of the second. Naguris, Gattinella, and Goki facing Christian Tibadiho, who allowed a hit and a walk in the first, got a strikeout, and will now start his second inning of work. The White Sox are in Detroit. That's starting in about 40 minutes. The Astros are at Minnesota. Cubs are at Wrigley hosting the Padres. Dodgers lost their first game of the season last night in Philadelphia. They'll go at it again later today. The Nationals are hosting the Diamondbacks. The Yankees, with those torpedo bats, are in Pittsburgh. Baltimore at Kansas City. Red Sox home at Fenway against the Cardinals. Rays at the Rangers. Reds at the Brewers. Toronto is at the New York Mets. The Braves are home against the Marlins. Athletics at the Rockies, Mariners at Giants, and Guardians at Angels, all night games. So a lot of action in the majors, and of course, the Final Four tonight as well. And Nate Naguris will start things off for TBC. Last night, Naguris, 1 for 5 with a run scored. Naguris is hitting .269 as he steps in, takes the first pitch low and outside. No homers, 17 RBIs, and 11 runs scored. Among the leaders in base hits, among the team leaders, that is, Naguris has 25 base hits, 4 of them doubles. A 1-1 on the way. That one misses inside. That's ball 2. For a moment, I thought it might have gotten a piece of Naguris the way he reacted, but he was just jumping out of the way. So it's 2-1. And Tibadiho with the pitch. There's a line drive to left, but it's going to stay up and get over the head of Beto. Naguris around first, on his way to second with a leadoff double. Beto, for a moment, looked like he had a beat on it and was about to make the catch, and then the ball just took off. Double number 5 on the season for Naguris. The ball's going to carry today. Even though the wind's blowing in, the warm air will give that ball a little bit of boost through the thin air. And again, it took off on Beto. He looked like he was about to make the catch. Well, Dominic Gattinella, as we said earlier, had 4 rockets caught in the outfield last night. He's looking to find a hole this time. Keep swinging the bat that well, Dominic, and sooner or later they're going to drop. So he's a case where the average looks lower than how he's really swung the bat all season. He's had some tough luck. 191 are the numbers, but again, he's hit the ball a whole lot better than what that says. 1 ball, no strikes. Naguris at second. being held by Daza. Now bounces back into his position. There's a ground ball to third. It is scooped up, and a throw to first in time. And again, Gattinella robbed of a base hit. Another hard hit ball, but gives some credit to the third baseman, Camilio Martinez. He got not only the ball, but a glove full of dirt as well. And he was able to look Niguris back before making the throw. Gattinella frustrated, not with his own doing, but just that he keeps finding somebody's glove. Well, here's Darren Goki, sophomore from Spring Hill, and he takes this one outside. Goki is hitting .275 with 6 RBIs. He has scored 7 times. Niguris hoping he can score his 12th run of the season. 1 ball, no strikes, and this one misses for ball 2. Leadoff double, a hard ground ball turned into an out. And now Goki at the plate. Jacob Burke would follow. Ibadijo, 2-1 on the season. Checks that runner, not being held all that closely, and delivers. And a foul ball, and man, that got a big piece of Maloney, and he is down and not getting up yet. We can hear Maloney, his reaction. And what we're going to do is pause here, give him a chance to recover. We'll be right back. Well, Maloney appears to be all right. He'll get a chance to take a few pitches in the squatting position just to make sure. Tell you what, he's a tougher man than I am. And after one, it looks like he says, let's play ball. It was a foul ball, so Goki has a count of 2 balls and a strike. Nate Niguris is at second. He started the inning with a double. Gattinella hit a hard ground ball for an out. So Goki steps in with a count of 2 balls and a strike. And Tibadijo checks the runner and delivers and misses outside. Malone caught all 9 innings last night, and it's starting here at game 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, And TBD with the pitch. This is outside. That is ball 4. So Goki, patient at the plate, works the walk. So the Eagles have 2 on with 1 out, and center fielder Jacob Burke at the plate. He is hitting .219, 6 runs driven in. Burke nothing out of 3 last night, drew a walk. Chance to drive in the game's first run. First pitch, swing and a miss. Looked like he was trying to go to right where he has a lot of room on the ground and down the line. He gets it there. It would likely score the run. But he's down 1 strike and a pitch. There's a line drive, but it didn't go toward the hole. The flip to second for 1, to throw to first, not in time. Hustling Burke, able to keep the inning alive. Fielder's choice. Goki is erased, 4-6. There are 2 outs. Naguris advances to third. Well, Burke was trying to go that way, but that one was a slow hop towards Lemos, and he got the force out at second. Seth Reeves will now have a chance to drive in Naguris from third. Jacob Burke is at first. Burke is 4 for 6 in stolen base attempts. Let's see if he takes off. Not on the first pitch, and it's in the dirt. And Maloney, a very good blocker of pitches in the dirt. 3 got by him in 1 inning last night, but those were not his doing. Those pitches were well out of reach. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch is outside. That's ball 2. Eagles were very patient last night. They drew 10 walks, but were unable to cash a lot of them in. And that one is outside. That's ball 3, and Malone asking where that ball missed. Paine drew 8 walks last night, and the difference is most of them came in to score. That one is called a strike. So the count is 3-1 to Seth Reeves. Three balls, 1 strike. Ball 4 will load up the bases with 2 out. And Ryan Ongst at the plate. Burke will advance to second. Naguris was already at third. And Ongst, chance to drive in 2. He has 22 RBIs on the season. Walked his first time up. Ended up at second base. And the first pitch. Line drive, left field. That's a fair ball. 1 run is in. Here comes Burke around third. He will score. The throw to third, not in time. Ryan Ongst has a 2-run double, and TBC is on the board first. Ongst, normally a very patient hitter, found one to his liking and laced a double down the left field line. Naguris started the inning with a double. Jacob Burke reached on a fielder's choice. They have both come in. 2 outs, 2-0 TBC, and Gavin Williams at the plate. Flew out to right his first time. A base hit could double the lead. Reeves at third. Ongst at second. First pitch called a strike. Not to Gavin's liking, so we let it go. Ibadiho sets, nobody holding the runners, and delivers. There's a drive into left field. This ball's going to get over the head of Beto. 2 runs will score. And Gavin Williams hit the ball so hard that he has to stop at first. Beto got it in very quickly, but 2 RBIs for Gavin Williams, giving him 24 on the season. Eagles lead 4-0. A 2-out rally. And now batting is Larson Lott. Williams, 5 out of 8 in stolen base attempts, in case you're wondering, has a pretty good lead. And the pitch is at the top of the zone for strike one. TBC with a nice two-out rally. Two-run double from Ryan Ongst, two-run single from Gavin Williams. And a one-strike pitch to Lott, swung on and missed. And Williams again hit the ball so hard, and that brand new wall out there caused a rebound that went right to Beto, who made a perfect throw back into second to keep Williams to a single. Two strikes to Lott. Misses outside. Count is 1-2. There's a travel ball game going on the practice field behind right field. Ball and two strikes. And the pitch. Outside, that's ball two. Williams came close to hitting his second home run of the series. It's 315 down the lines, 355 to the alleys, 385 to center. Big lead by Williams. He's going. There's a pop-up behind the infield. Daza will make the catch. He almost collided with Lemos. Both were playing near that spot, but Daza makes the catch. Very good inning for the Eagles. They score 4 times. Ryan Ongst and Gavin Williams drove them all in. They leave one, but after 2, it's 4-0 TBC. If you're in the Jacksonville area looking for a good Easter Sunday, really not that far away, find one of the 3 locations at Trinity Baptist Church, a church that values the heart and wants to make the house feel like home. A fun, safe, engaging environment for all generations to develop a healthy relationship with God and those around them. To make your Easter celebration even more special, TBC invites you to enjoy complimentary pastries and capture memories with your loved ones at our family photo booth. We can't wait to celebrate with you at any one of our 3 locations. Oakleaf, 710 Oakleaf Plantation Parkway will have 3 Easter services, April 17th, April 19th, and April 20th. Hammond and Mandarin will have Easter services on Sunday morning, April 20th. Go to tbc.org, click on events, and then Easter at Trinity for more information. We hope to see you at one of our 3 locations on Easter Sunday or at Oakleaf, any one of 3 Easter services. It is the top of the 3rd, a big crooked number for TBC in the 2nd. And Preston Leach, who has thrown 2 scoreless innings, will face 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order. Martinez, Alexander, and Daza. Emilio Martinez will lead things off. And the Lions' third baseman is hitting .261, no homers, 10 RBIs. Last night, Martinez 1 for 5 in the 9-inning ball game. And Leach throws his last warm-up pitch, and we're ready to start the 3rd inning. So Martinez takes the walk up to the plate. 2 7-inning games here this afternoon. We'll start game 2 about half an hour after this one ends. We'll stop this live feed, start up a brand new one. There's someone throwing into bullpen, but I think it's one of the youth players. And that appears to be the case. And the first pitch is outside. So I have to keep an eye on that and make sure I don't try to say Lions warming up when he's not. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And that one is on the corner for the strike. That young man's wearing number 50. You don't see that too much in youth baseball. Counts 1-1. And Leach takes a big deep breath and delivers. And this one is popped up toward that young man, but he's not even going to try to get it. He's worried about getting ready to take the mound in his ball game. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll make that 2 strikes, 1-2. And Leach with the 1-2. Fastball, got him swinging. He climbed a ladder and got Martinez to chase and gets his second strikeout. Now he'll face Ravion Alexander, who scored a run after walking into third last night. Alexander also had a sac bunt, but nothing out of 3 officially. 1 out, bases empty. Leach looking sharp through the first 2 1/3, and a curveball, and that one misses. So, Leach getting ready. And the pitch. That one is in the dirt. And Leach using that rosin bag. Hands will get a little bit sweaty today. We're supposed to hit the mid-90s before this one's over. And this one's hit pretty well towards center, but Jacob Burke just a few steps to make the catch, and there are 2 away. So Danny Daza at the plate. He started the ball game by getting ahead in the count 3-0, and then took 2 and missed the third. So nothing out of 1. And Leach looking really sharp. Eagles wearing those beautiful blue and gold jerseys. And the pitch misses outside. Daza's also a pretty good pitcher for the Lions. We could see him in game number 2. Has an ERA of 2.45, and he's on base now, as that one got him on the back of the left shoulder, or maybe even the arm. So Daza will be aboard at first. That one couldn't have felt good. Daza took that pitch, and Maloney got the foul ball off the bat of Darren Goki. Daza will get a few moments to regroup. And Leach will pitch with him at first and 2 men out. Vladimir Lemos will be the batter. He grounded to second his first time up. Many times when a good runner gets hit, he looks to take second base. First pitch, runner not going, and that one misses. Good block by Lott behind the plate. Daza, though, only 1 attempt to steal, and he was successful. Didn't happen last night. He bluffs this time, and Lemos takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Leach checks that runner. Decent but not excessive lead for Daza. And this one's in the dirt. It bounces away, and now Daza will take second base. That will be a wild pitch. Charge to Preston Leach. Well, Lott kept the ball in front of him, but it bounded too far in front. Daza, good recognition. He took off almost immediately. So he's in scoring position to try to cut the deficit down just a bit. He's at second with 2 outs. Lemos looking to bring him in. And Lemos is hit in the back of the foot. 2 consecutive batters hit from Preston Leach. He was cruising through the first 2 2/3, and now he has hit 2 in a row. Part of the batting order coming up. And now batting is Dominique Page, the right fielder, who has 17 runs driven in. Coach Broden will head out to the mound to try to settle down his young freshman. We'll pause right here ourselves. We'll be right back on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Preston Leach will now work to Dominique Page, who walked his first time. 2 on, 2 out. Eagles lead 4-0, but Paine threatening now in the top of the third. All infielders playing back, force at any base, and the pitch is strike one. 0-1. And Leach concentrating mainly on the hitter. And here's a one-strike pitch, is in the dirt, but blocked by a lot. And Larson's been a busy man the last couple of ABs. Dangerous part of the batting order due up right now, starting here with Page. Joel Malone and Christian Batista are the next two hitters. A ball and a strike. Reeves trying to keep the runner close. High pop-up, but it's going to get out of play. There's some parked cars over there, mainly parents of the youth players. I'm not sure if they realize what kind of a dangerous spot they've parked in. We here at TBC, we know foul balls go everywhere. Here's a 1-2 from Leach, and this one misses outside. The count is even at 2-2. Now, Preston wants to do it now, not go full and give these runners a head start. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Leach will check that runner at second. That's Daza. There's a ground ball into left field, a base hit. A runner coming in. Gattinella bobbles it. The run will score. Another man on his way to third. That's an RBI single for Dominique Page. And once again, free base runner comes in to score. These Lions will make pitchers pay for that. It is now 4-1. And Joel Maloney now representing a potential tying run. He is at the plate. Seems to have shaken off that foul ball off the knee. Big time power. First and third, 2 out, 1 run is in. Leach from the stretch and a pitch. High pop-up, and this one will get out of play. I don't see any cars parked in that area behind the plate. But down the first base side of the field, let's hope they don't get hit, but if they do, they have some good insurance. I'm not kidding, they're a little too close. High pop-up with the runner going. Gavin Williams, shallow left field, battling the sun, and he makes the catch. That high blue sky made it difficult on Williams, but he stayed with it, made the play to end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 hit batsmen, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 4-1 Eagles. Trinity Baptist got 4 in the bottom of the second. Paine came back with 1 in the top of the third. That's all the scoring so far. Christian Tibadiho gets ready for his third inning of work. He will face McGann, Naguris, and Gattinella. All runs on the board earned for both pitchers. Logan McGann, nothing out of 1, flew out to right, hit the ball really well to end the first inning. He'll be the first man that TBD faces after pitcher finishes his warm-up. The senior from Columbia. Saw a couple of men from Columbia take that mound last night. Emmanuel Martinez started the game. He pitched 5 innings. And Fabio Wharf was the winner in relief with 4 innings pitched and just 1 run allowed on only a couple of hits. So here's Logan McGann to start things off for TBC. Bottom of the third, and TBD's first pitch is hit hard into left center. That's a base hit. McGann will round first. Nearly slipped, but stayed on his feet and has a leadoff double. Thought about going for 3 as the ball was bobbled a little bit up near the fence. First pitch swinging, and McGann has a double. Good start to the inning for TBC. Now, Naguris did that in the second and scored the first of 4 runs. And now, Nate has a chance to drive in Logan McGann. Naguris has 17 RBIs. Looking to make it 18. McGann last week stole 8 bases against Toccoa Falls. So we know he can run, but Naguris pops up the first pitch, and he is frustrated about that. Daza will make the catch. Naguris had a pitch to hit and got under it. So 1 away, and Dominic Gattinella at the plate. And let's see if Dom can find a hole this time. He has hit the ball very hard all 5 times up so far in the series. Each time, though, it's been turned into an out. So McGann at second, 1 out. And Tibadiho with the first pitch to Gattinella. It is outside. One ball, no strikes. And Dominic has all the room he wants on the right side of the field. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And he swings and misses. That ball dropped out of sight. Change up. Tibadiho took a lot off the pitch to get the swinging strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gattinella took a tiny step up toward the pitcher this time. Here's the 1-1. And a little late call, but it's strike 2. Now, the umpire, he may be saying it right away, but he is giving the signal about a second later. So 1-2. Let's see if Tibadiho slows it down and tries to get Gattinella out in front. He did, but he missed outside. Now the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, ripped one to left field for a double. Naguris popped up. Gattinella now has 2 balls, 2 strikes. And pitcher steps off the mound for just a moment. Now shakes off a sign and likes the second one, and time called. Base umpire is the one who called time. He wants to talk with the man behind the plate. I don't know what this conversation's about. The umpire's pounding toward the batter, and he's calling a balk on Tibadiho. So McGann will advance to third. So apparently when Tibadiho stepped off the mound, he did something against the rules, and now Coach Marshall is just asking for an explanation. So Logan McGann is at third with 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dominic Gattinella. So a ball to the outfield could very well score the run. Coach Marshall gets his explanation. Appears not to be happy with the call. And as the umpire starts to walk away, he explains it again. Thing is, did he tell the pitcher? And now he is. So Tibadiho, an illegal step back, may have moved the front foot first. And if so, then that is a balk. So Gattinella back in the batter's box now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Logan McGann now at third. So here's Gattinella trying to bring home the run. The infield is in. There's a drive into center field. That will at least score the run. The catch is made. Here comes McGann. The throw is way off the mark. A sacrifice fly for Gattinella. Although his hard drive is caught again, this time it produces a run. So the Eagles cash in on the miscue on the mound and now lead 5-1. Dominic keeps swinging that bat. Eventually, those balls are going to drop. He gets a big hand from his teammates in the dugout. Now there are 2 outs with the bases empty for Darren Goki, who walked his first time up. And he swings at a sinking fastball. 0-1. One strike to count to Goki, the number 8 hitter. And the pitch. And this one misses upstairs. I'm going to tell myself to hold on because the umpire on his strikes called. He has waited a couple of moments before at least giving the signal. 1-1 to Goki, and he fouls this one off. So a ball and 2 strikes. If Goki reaches, Jacob Burke would bat next. If not, Christian Batista of the Lions will be the next hitter because it'll be Batista, Roundtree, and Beto due up in the 4th. Remember, 2 7-inning ball games this afternoon. The 1-2 misses outside. TBC leads 5-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. There's a drive into center, but it is right at Alexander. An easy play to retire the side. Goki hits one hard, but out. But TBC gets a leadoff double from Logan McGann, and he comes in on the sac fly from Gattinella. After 3, Eagles lead 5-1. Top of the 4th, Preston Leach will face Batista, Roundtree, and Beto. 3 innings, just 1 earned run so far on 1 hit. Leach has walked 1 and struck out 2. Eagles got 4 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. Paine got 1 in their top half of the 3rd inning. Christian Batista is at the plate. Flew out to center his first time. McGann got the double, and then the balk set him up for Gattinella, who drove him in with the sac fly. So Eagles get the run right back, and now Leach with a 4-run lead, pitching, and misses low and inside. Leach had a couple of hiccups in the 3rd, but other than that, he's looked really good. And we do have a pinch hitter for Batista. And that one is in there for a strike. We have a number 26 who is not listed, so we'll just call him 26, and this one is fouled off. So he's batting for Christian Batista. A little surprising. Hopefully Christian's all right. And we'll see if we can find out who this gentleman is. Ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch misses inside. There is no 26 listed on the Paine roster or their stats page. So unless it's one of the players that change numbers, not sure who this gentleman is. This one is fouled off to the left side, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to 26. And the pitch. There's a ground ball toward the hole. It's a base hit. So 26 starts off with a single. Only the second hit off Preston Leach, but it starts the inning, and Mason Roundtree is the next scheduled hitter. Now batting Roundtree. Ground ball to third his first time up. That was the one that Logan McGann made the diving play. First pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Leach checks over his right shoulder. Runner not going. And a swing and a miss. Counts even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is low and inside. Counts 2-1. And pitch on the way from Leach. That one's drilled into left center. That ball is going to bounce down. Burke will cut it off. The throw will come to second and would have gotten him, but Reeves couldn't hold on to the throw, so that'll be a double. Reeves tried to apply the tag before securing the ball. They would have had that out, but a double, putting runners at second and third. Roundtree really hit the ball hard. And with nobody out, Jerry Beto will come to the plate. Leach getting a little attention on the mound, and Coach Broden will come out here to check on the shoulder of his pitcher. We'll be right back. Andrew Moeller has come in for Preston Leach, an injury pitching change, so Moeller will get as much time as he wants. And we are told that Christian Batista was the hitter, changed jerseys to number 26. So it is Batista who got the base hit to start the inning, and then Roundtree doubled off the left field wall. So Moeller will get as much time as he wants. He is making his 16th appearance. All except one of those has been in relief. 1 win, 1 loss, 6.43 ERA. He's pitched a whole lot better in his last few outings. 28 total innings, 37 hits, 31 runs, 20 of those earned. Moeller has walked 12 and struck out 19. He will inherit runners at second and third with nobody out, and Jerry Beto will be his first batter. Hopefully Preston Leach is all right and nothing serious, but precaution, make sure he's all right. Little shoulder tweak, so make sure you don't get it any worse. One major league game going on right now. White Sox and Tigers just underway with the White Sox batting in the top of the first. And Moeller getting ready in a hurry. TBC scored first. They got 4 runs in the second. Paine got a run in the third, and TBC got a run in the bottom of the third. And now the Lions are threatening. This is a team that averages 8.9 runs per game coming into the series. The Lions scored 9 last night, right about their average. And they are threatening to cut this deficit in half with Jerry Beto ready to take his swings. So Moeller's finishing up and getting ready to face Beto. Flew to right his first time up. So here's Jerry Beto. And TBC with the 4-run lead will play back, especially up the middle. McGann and Goki a little bit closer to try to cut the run down at the plate. Andrew Moeller ready to throw his first pitch. And here it is, and it is up and away. Moeller pitched 2 innings last night, 2 unearned runs. 1 ball, no strikes. From the stretch, delivers and misses low and inside. Have to come into this situation even when you've had a chance to warm up, let alone not. That's what had to happen with Moeller. Here's a 2-0. Ground ball. McGann will cut it off, look the runner back, throw to first in time. And at second base, Roundtree was halfway to third. Reeves was covering, but Goki chose to hold on to the ball and not risk an overthrow, which could score 2. Another nice play by Logan McGann. He gets the sure out, and he freezes the runner. So 1 out. Camilo Martinez at the plate, down on strikes his first time up. So far, Moeller able to keep the runners at bay and get the first out. And the first pitch to Martinez in the dirt. Bounces right up into Lott's mitt. 1 ball, no strikes. Wind is blowing in. And the pitch. And there's a strike to even the count. And because the wind is blowing in, the outfield gets to come in a few steps. Although we've seen some line drives get to the fence. Both teams. A ball and a strike. And Moeller delivers. And there's another chopper, but this one is foul. McGann was ready to make the play. It's just about a step out of his reach and on the other side of the line. So the count is 1-2 to Camilo Martinez. Fuller, another long look in. This would be a big out if he could get it without the run scoring. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball up and in. Almost got the batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Middle infielders back. Corner infielders in. Reeves and DeGurse will trade a run for an out. Comes a 2-2. High fly ball to right. Gattinella has a good arm. He's coming in to make the catch. Here comes a throw. It's off the target. Goki cuts it off. Throw to third. They got him, but did the run score first? They're saying it did, so that one will count. It will go as a sacrifice fly for Camilo Martinez. Batista scores. And Roundtree thrown out. 9-3-5 at third base. So credit Martinez with a run batted in. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It is 5-3 Paine. It is 5-2 in favor of Trinity Baptist. They got just the 1 run on that play. Martinez credited with a sacrifice fly for bringing in the run. And then Gattinella and Goki will each get assists. And Goki, a great job recognizing the throw off the mark, communication on the infield. And Goki, the left-handed thrower, had to turn around and he fired a strike to McGann, who applied the tag. So great defense by TBC, started by Dominic Gattinella. Something just happened to my computer, so I'm going to take a moment, make sure everything's in order so we can continue to bring you the action. You're watching TBC Eagles, Trinity Baptist College Baseball. Jacob Burke ready to start things off, and he lines one into center field. 1 pitch, 1 hit. And Burke is aboard for the top of the order. That is hit number 6 for TBC. DiBahito has allowed 5 runs, all earned, and now he's facing Seth Reeves, followed by Ryan Ongst and Gavin Williams. Reeves showed bunt. The ball hit off the ground first, then Maloney. Maloney lost it for a moment, but the ball didn't bounce that far away. Kalen Watts is starting to do what he did a lot last night. Do some pitching exercises with the heavy towel. Reeves will get the bunt down. Pitcher looks to second, has only 1 play, and they get the out. But a sacrifice bunt for Seth Reeves. So 1 out with Jacob Burke now at second base, and Ryan Ongst at the plate, who had the 2-run double his last time up. And a good job by Reeves. And for Reeves, his 4th sacrifice bunt of the season. First pitch to Ryan Ongst, and he takes it down low. Burke at second. He singled, advanced on the sac bunt. TBD checks that runner, not being held that closely, and he pitches to Ongst and gets the outside corner to even the count. 5-2 TBC, trying to extend it back to a 4-run lead. A ball and a strike to Ongst, and a pitch. Down low, that's ball 2. That youth game has ended, and all the parents, they're getting their cars out of the parking lot. So no more danger, at least not here. But you're talking about driving in Jacksonville. There's always danger. 2 balls and a strike. And that one breaks around the plate for ball 3. The worst I ever drove, Los Angeles freeways. Makes Jacksonville look very easy. Count is 3-1. 1 out. Runner at second, and ball 4 will put 2 men aboard. Second time Rhino has drawn a walk. And now Gavin Williams will have a chance to drive in 1, maybe 2 or 3. Walk number 4 issued by Tibadiho. First pitch to Williams is down low. Eagles have 6 hits and only 1 strikeout, so they've done a good job putting the ball in play. Had some hard hit balls caught as well. 1 ball, no strikes to Williams, and he takes this one inside. Gavin singled off the fence his last time up, drove in 2 runs. 1 for 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And Williams takes that one all the way, and it's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Williams digs in, and a pitch. That one in the dirt. That is ball 3. Tibadiho having a little trouble finding the zone. It's 3-1. And Gavin looking for his pitch right now. Is this it? He pops this one up down the right field line. It is slicing into the bullpen, and the count is now full with 1 out. We'll see if Ongst and Burke decide to take off. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Williams. Burke, good speed at second. Ongst, decent speed at first. Power at the plate. Here's a 3-2. Runner's not going, and this one fouled off to the left side. Count will remain full. Runners will head back to the bags. Watts still hasn't thrown a baseball yet, but he continues to loosen up the right arm. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Williams digs in. Here comes the pitch. That one's grounded hard towards short. Daza, second for 1. Throw to first, gets away, but not far enough for further advancement. A low throw. Bautista got a glove on it, keeping Burke from scoring. It is a fielder's choice, and they get the out 6-4 at second base. 2 outs with runners at the corners, and Larson Lott at the plate. Williams hit the ball hard, but a tailor-made double play ground ball. The throw from second in the dirt. Bautista, for the moment at least, kept the run from scoring. That pitch in the dirt, and now Maloney keeps a runner at third. Good communication from Lott. He knew where the ball was and told the runners to hold up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Williams, good lead off first. And a pitch. Lott pops this one foul and out of play. Counts 1-1. Wind has seemed to have shifted, blowing a little more outward this time. It's pretty brisk, too. The 1-1 to Lott. Good swing, but man, he just missed barreling that one up. He looks like he'd like to have that pitch back. Down in the count now, 1-2. 5-2 TBC, trying to extend it back to a 4-run lead. They've had it there twice. Looks like they may try to steal the run. TBD fakes the throw. They got a runner caught between third and home, and Burke is out. A good sportsmanship by Maloney after applying the tag, and that ends the inning. So it goes as a 1-5-2 putout at the plate. And Lott will lead off next inning. Eagles get a couple of base runners but do not score. After 4, Trinity Baptist 5, Paine 2. We go to the top of the 5th, 5-2. Trinity Baptist leads. Ravion Alexander will lead things off, the number 9 man, followed by Danny Daza and Vladimir Lemos. Andrew Moeller, 1 full inning so far, and zeros across the board. The run that scored while he was on the mound, not charged to him. Preston Leach, 3 innings, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. He did not go 4, so he cannot win it. So it is Andrew Moeller against Christian Tibadiho at the moment, barring a comeback by the Lions. And Moeller will try to make sure that doesn't happen. Here's Ravion Alexander, who flew out to center his first time. And Moeller's first pitch is a strike. Very important to get that first strike. Very important to get that first out. Last night, Paine had the leadoff man on board all but a couple of times, and a swing and a miss. Two strikes to Ravion Alexander. Moeller works exclusively from the stretch, primarily a reliever, and the pitch. And this one is popped up and out of play. Count still 0-2. And Moeller takes a long look, gets a sign he likes. Infield, back at all 4 positions. And here comes a 2-strike pitch. It's a slider that misses up and away. So 1-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Moeller ready. Breaking ball hit hard into center field and a base hit. Good job by Alexander after missing the first 2 pitches. Shortens up and pokes one into center, his first hit of the game and 4th for the Lions. So he's aboard for Danny Daza, who has struck out and hit by a pitch and scored a run. And Daza trying to advance the runner into scoring position. Let's see if he squares around or takes his full swings. Coach Copeland is heading out to the mound. Moeller pitched 2 innings last night, so we'll see if he's going to go anymore. Usually with Coach Copeland, that indicates a pitching change. So we're going to pause right here. We'll be back on TBC Eagles. Stay with us. Cartersville, Georgia's own Drew Billings takes the mound in place of Andrew Moeller, who went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit. He is responsible for the runner at first. Drew Billings, 2 wins, 1 loss, 8 saves for TBC. This is his 14th appearance, all in relief. 20 1/3 innings pitched, 13 hits, 7 earned runs, 12 walks, and 19 strikeouts. He pitched 6 innings in the doubleheader against Toccoa Falls last week, so this is not brand new to him. He'll be asked to get out of this inning, and if he wants his 9th save, he'll have to go 2 more. His first man will be Danny Daza. We mentioned before the timeout, Daza could either sack bunt or swing away. Let's see what Coach Marshall has in mind for his leadoff hitter. Runner's going. It's a strike. Lots throw, not in time. So no need to sack bunt to second anyway. And Alexander has a stolen base. And for Alexander, he is now 4 for 6 on the season. Lions haven't done much running in the series. Alexander's now in scoring position. Also takes away the potential ground ball double play. 1 strike, Billings delivers. There's a chopper towards short. Naguris will field, throw to first in time. A productive at-bat by Daza. He took the pitch that allowed Alexander to steal and then move the base runner to third. So 2 outs. And the number 2 man, Vladimir Lemos, at the plate. 1 out. Lemos hit by a pitch his last time up. And the pitch. There's a ground ball backhanded by Naguris. He'll look the runner back, throw to first, and just in time, Naguris double pumped, making sure he froze Alexander at third and then made a great throw just in time. For a moment, I thought that double pump would allow Lemos to reach. Koki caught the ball an instant before Lemos touched the base. So 2 outs. The infield now goes back. And Billings, a couple of ground balls so far, keeping that runner from scoring. In his first pitch, misses low and outside. Dominique Page, a walk and an RBI single. And Billings, chance to get out of the inning, keeping that runner from scoring. 1-0 and now 2-0. This one is well outside. 2 balls, no strikes. And the wind has shifted back, blowing in from right center. 2 balls, no strikes. Billings delivers and gets the strike on the outer half. Counts now 2-1. All 4 infielders back. 2 outs. Or 1 out, rather. Nope, it is 2. And the count is now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Getting a little tired in my old age. And a looper, 1 hopper towards Reeves. He'll flip to first. Looked for a moment like it was an underhanded flip, but it got the out. So what a job by Drew Billings. A leadoff single and a stolen base. He gets 3 ground balls to strand the runner. After 4.5, TBC 5, Paine 2. TBC will send up Lott, McGann, and Naguris 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order to face Christian Tibadijo. And the right-hander for Paine has pitched 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He has walked 4 and struck out 1. Larson Lott has 1 of TBC's 6 hits. He got the single in the first, popped up to short in the third. Eagles got 4 in the second, 1 in the third. Paine got 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Lott at the plate. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. Lott was at the plate when Jacob Burke was caught in the rundown as TBC tried to steal a run. So Lott leads off. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch on the way. Hit one pretty hard up the middle, and it is off Lemos into center field. That will be a base hit for Lott. Would have been a very difficult play as Lemos was sitting down when the ball hit off his glove. It would have taken a completely unbelievable throw to get Lott. And Lott will come out for courtesy runner Graham Gorman. So the base hit brings up Logan McGann. That is hit number 7 for TBC. McGann doubled and scored in the third. Joe's bunt on the first pitch. Martinez charging in hard from third. 1 ball, no strikes. Gorman runs pretty well. He's running at first. Again shows bunt and takes ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Now let's see if Logan squares around again, ahead in the count. Yes, he does. And he gets the bunt down the line. Has a chance to beat it out. Tubahito will toss it to first with the glove. A scoop and a throw in one motion, and they get McGann. And McGann was hustling, sniffing a base hit, but what a great play by Tibadiho. It is a sacrifice bunt, 1-3. Gorman advances to second. And it took a great play like we just saw the pitcher do to get a speedy Logan McGann. For Logan McGann, his second sac bunt of the season. He usually likes to take a hack. He can hit the ball very hard. So let's see if Naguris can bring home the run. Gorman at second. And the pitch. And a strike called. No balls and a strike. Dijo checks Gorman at second, now delivers. And Naguris chops one foul. Nice play by Coach Broden. Didn't even need a glove on that one. But now Naguris down 0-2. Gorman leads off second, not hold very closely. And that one misses up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yatinella on deck. Tibadiho checks the runner and delivers a 1-2. A high fly ball in the center field, but right at Alexander. A few steps in, Gorman takes a couple of steps to draw the throw, and it's on target, gets away, but not far enough. A short hop, and Martinez got a glove on it and kept it from rolling to the dugout and possibly giving Gorman a chance to move on. 2 outs. And Dominic Gattinella, the way he has swung the bat in this series, can't believe he doesn't have a base hit, but he did bring home a run with a sac fly in the third. Takes the first pitch. For Gattinella, that was RBI number 15. 1 ball, no strikes, and a high pop-up. This is an easy play for Lemos, and the side is retired. Eagles get a leadoff single, but nothing else. After 5, it's Trinity Baptist leading 5-2. Top of the 6th, 5-2, TBC, and the Eagles will have a defensive change. Jacob Brigman is now playing first base in place of Darren Goki in the number 8 hole of the batting order, so Brigman will lead off when TBC comes to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Meanwhile, Drew Billings, a very good inning. He came in 1 inning ago with a runner on and got 3 ground balls to keep that man from scoring. Brigman will have the middle third of the batting order. Malone, Batista, and Roundtree. And this is a very powerful section of the batting order for the Lions. All 9 positions swing a hot bat, but the thump is coming up in the 6th. Malone, 7 homers, 31 RBIs. Nothing out of 2 so far. Hop up to third, fly ball to left. So Billings gets ready to face Malone for the first time. And Billings usually works pretty quickly. And his first pitch of the inning, low and inside. So 1 ball, no strikes. Lions put 9 on the board last night. This is a high-scoring offense. Billings, 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch is a strike. Count is 1-1. And Billings takes a little bit longer look this time. And delivers and misses down low. It is 2-1 to count to Joel Maloney. Billings delivers. Misses high for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. And a pitch. Off the fists. Going to be tough for Naguris. The throw is not in time. Really not much anybody could do about that with the power that Maloney has. Infield playing back and a little dumper like that. Naguris made a great throw. It was on target. Brigman hoping to get the call, but an infield single for Maloney, and he'll come out for a courtesy runner. He is the catcher. And now, Christian Batista at the plate. Courtesy runner is Joseph Ramsey, and he's on the move on the first pitch. A ground ball to first. Brigman has only 1 play. He'll step on the bag. So it just goes as a 3 unassisted and advancing the runner to second. There is 1 out, and it brings up Mason Roundtree. And on the day, Roundtree, 1 out of 2, a double in the 4th. So a little bleeder for a base hit, and then a ground ball to first, advancing the courtesy runner to second. And Billings ready to face Roundtree. And a pitch. A little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. And Billings with the pitch. Ramsey kind of lunged at that one, fouled it off into the mitt. Counts even at 1-1. Ramsey leading off second. And a 1-1 on the way. Another little bleeder. This time it's going to drop in front of Jacob Burke. That one hit off the handle. And Burke unable to get there in time. He charged in hard, but 2 very softly hit base hits. So 2 on, 1 out, and Jerry Beto at the plate. TBC has gotten some really hard hit balls caught, and Paine comes back with a couple of bloopers that drop in. Baseball can be a funny game at times. Billings' first pitch, swing and a foul ball. No balls and a strike. Ramsey, the runner at second. Roundtree, the runner at first. Brigman playing back at first. Reeves trying to hold Ramsey close. One strike pitch from Billings. And he misses up and away. Counts ball and a strike. And Billings checks the sign and delivers a 1-1. Strike two called right down the middle. A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. In the bottom of the 6th, Brigman, Burke, and Reeves are the scheduled hitters. Billings with the 1-2. Got him with a foul tip that Lott was able to hold on to for strike 3. So 2 down, and it brings up Camilo Martinez, who brought home a run with a sacrifice fly in the 4th. Martinez, the potential tying run at the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. High pop fly, foul territory. Brigman has a beat on it, and he makes the catch. And Jacob Brigman rounded that one off very well to give himself a better angle, not looking directly into the sun. What a nice play by the first baseman. Well, the 2 bloopers don't hurt Billings, and we go to the bottom of the 6th with Trinity Baptist leading 5-2. Christian Tibadijo on the mound to start the 6th inning. In his 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, and a strikeout. Jacob Brigman is the scheduled man to lead off, followed by Jacob Burke and Seth Reeves, and Brigman does have a bat in his hands. Came in as a defensive replacement for Darren Goki, and now it's a chance to swing the bat. He's hitting .217, 10 out of 46, with 7 runs driven in. Usually puts the ball in play. And the first pitch to Brigman is a little bit outside. So Brigman's first at-bat of the series. Not 100%, but likely that he will start game 2 on the mound. He takes this one outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Brigman ahead in the count. Throws left, bats right, and a pitch. May have chased one up and out of the zone, and it's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. And that is low for ball 3. Brigman has drawn 6 walks on the season. Another ball will be 7. Instead, he hits one hard at Daza, right at the shortstop, who gets the out at first. Another hard hit ball off an Eagles bat turned into an out. They have really squared up TBD the entire game. 7 hits and a whole bunch of line drives and ground balls turned into outs. Jacob Burke at the plate. 1 for 2 of the runs scored. TBD misses with the first pitch, wants another baseball. And a pitch to Burke is popped up and out of play. Actually, that was just a toss to the catcher to request a ball on that first one. So that was the first pitch. And here's Burke. High fly ball to center. Alexander has an easy play, and there are 2 away. In the 7th, Alexander, Daza, and Lemos. In all likelihood facing Drew Billings. Has thrown only 23 pitches. And TBD trying to get a 1-2-3-6 to give his offense one more chance. Seth Reeves fouls this one off to the left side. No balls and a strike. And a righty delivers. And that one misses. Seth Reeves, a sophomore from Land O'Lakes, Florida, trying to extend this 6th inning. Give his offense a chance to tack on a little more insurance. And here comes the pitch to Reeves. And another one fouled off. This one had a little more velocity on it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Reeves digs back in. If he reaches, Angst would hit next. Here's a 2-2. Strike 3 called, and that retires the side. Eagles go down in order in the 6th. They need to get 3 outs as they go to the 7th, leading 5-2. Top of the 7th, Drew Billings just needs to get 3 outs without giving up 3 runs, and he will face Ravion Alexander, Danny Daza, and Vladimir Lemos. As Trinity Baptist leads 5-2, a 4-run second inning. Most of the difference that you see on the scoreboard. Paine came back with a run in the 3rd. TBC made it a 4-run lead again in the bottom of the 3rd, and Paine got their 2nd run in the 4th, and that's been it. Drew Billings looking for his 9th save of the season, and it would be a 3-inning job should he get it. A lot of encouragement from his teammates. Here comes Ravion Alexander. He is 1 for 2 with a stolen base. When this game ends, we'll stop the feed and we'll start up a new one as game 2 is ready to begin. And Billings gets ready for his first pitch of the 7th. And he gets the strike at the knees. Infield back at all 4 positions. They all have good arms. The 1-strike pitch is fouled off. That's strike 2. Alexander trying to start a rally here for Paine. They can put runs on the board. Last night, they had a pair of 2-run innings and a 3-run inning. That one misses outside. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. And the Eagles closer sets and delivers. A change-up, got him. A beautiful pitch. That ball had an arc to it as well. And by the time it came down, Alexander had already swung the bat. Strikeout number 2 for Billings. Most importantly, he got the leadoff hitter. And now Danny Daza at the plate. He has scored a run. Nothing out of 2 officially. 1 out, base is empty. Billings delivers. And there's a line drive off the glove of Billings. Naguris to first. And they got the out. That'll go as a 1-6-3 on the putout. And Billings may have deflected it just enough to allow Naguris to catch up to the ball before the ball went to center field. So 2 outs and Vladimir Lemos at the plate. And Drew Billings 1 out away from getting his 9th save of the season. And here comes the first pitch. It is popped up and out of play. No balls and a strike. Billings has been a fantastic closer in his 2 seasons here at TBC. The 1-strike pitch, swing and a miss. That's strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And Billings looks in. Gets a sign he likes. 2-strike pitch, high pop foul, and the at-bat will continue. Count remains 0-2. Billings trying to end it right now. Here comes another 2-strike pitch. And that one is just a bit outside. All in 2 strikes. So Billings will go at it once again. That was pitch 32. Pitch 33 is well outside. And it's 2-2. If Lemos reaches, the heart of the batting order is due up next. Page, followed by Maloney and Batista. There are 2 outs. The bases are empty. 2-2. And the pitch. Fouled off in a good battle by Lemos, especially after getting down no balls and 2 strikes. He fouled off a couple, took 2 balls, and fouls this one off. Infield back. Try to get that final out. Another 2-2. Ground ball towards second. Reeves to first. That's the ball game. Final score, Trinity Baptist College wins it 5-2. The winning pitcher, Andrew Moeller. He is now 2-1 overall on the season. Moeller did a very nice job in relief for TBC. 1 inning, allowed just 1 hit and nothing else. Drew Billings gets his 9th save of the season. Christian Tibadijo takes the loss. He is now 2-2, but a complete game. He gave up all 5 runs and all were earned. Season record updates for Paine. They are now, because scores have come in from earlier games this week, they are now 14-6 overall on the season and 3-4 in South Region play. Trinity Baptist 17-13 and now 8-3 in South Region competition. That's going to do it for game number 1. We'll stop the feed right here, start up a brand new one just moments before game 2 gets underway. I'm Ray Bureau. You're watching TBC Eagles baseball on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. We'll see you in half an hour.